You know there's only one thing I care about in this world, and that's Toronto, Canada, man.
Timmins is my home, and when I think of Canada, I think of Timmins.
I think when it comes to hip-hop, rappers feel it's very important to represent. You know, he made sure to rep where he was from at all times.
Her music has spread across the world. It really transcends one culture.
Star-wise, you can't beat Shania Twain.
The first time I heard about Drake was online when his So Far Gone mixtape came out, and everybody just went crazy.
It was actually back in MySpace days.
I believe it was 2009 because I remember being a senior in high school.
And when I found out he was from Toronto, it was like a big shock for me because all the artists I heard of, they were all American, and listening to someone that was from another country is really cool.
First time I heard Shania Twain's music, I was having a really bad day. I turned on the radio and I found myself actually tapping my foot and feeling good in the midst of having a bad day.
I was just listening to this song on the radio and thinking it was really, really good, and I think the song was That Don't Impress Me Much. It's probably the biggest hit she had in Denmark.
Her reach has been global. Every award show that she would go to, she would say, you know, I grew up in small town Timmins, Ontario.
And I want to say hello to my hometown of Timmins, Ontario.
So in that sense, she really put Timmins on the map.
Before I got into Shania and her music, I didn't know much about Canada.
I had like this stereotypical vision of Canada: cold, maple syrup, snow, and hockey.
I didn't know a ton about the geography. I didn't know a ton about like the sites and the landmarks and whatnot. Being a Drake fan definitely made me want to know more about Canada.
When I found out a little bit about her and about her background, it piqued my curiosity. If Shania Twain Center had never been there, I probably would have never traveled that far north in Ontario to Timmins.
I think it's just natural that when you want to know more about where she's from, you want to know more about Canada as well.
I mean, we created quite a network of fans who just love to come up to Timmins and spend time here and walk in her footsteps, if you want to put it that way.
Listening to Drake's music definitely piqued interest in Toronto. You know, people want to go to the restaurants he shouted out. They hear about the girls he's talking about. They want to go and see them themselves.
Being able to physically go there yourself really helps in connecting with the artist. He definitely has put his city into his music.
When I first saw the cover of Views, I immediately recognized the CN Tower.
I went to the CN Tower. It was like awesome.
All these things are like tourism ads for Toronto, pretty much, you know? You can't get any better than that.
I think my ideas about Canada have changed since becoming a Drake fan, and I think it's because they've evolved.
You go there expecting it to be very Americanized, but in fact it's very Canadian. We've got people from all different backgrounds. I think they all come together and create this identity for the city, which is really just such a diverse, exciting place to be.
I didn't think I would be so amazed by the country and the city. If it wasn't for him, I'd never get the chance to travel to Canada.
There's people all over the world that are bonding over his music, you know? They relate to his music, they join online groups, so he definitely brings people together from around the world and also brings people to Toronto.
I'm not a huge Drake fan. I do know that Drake is from Toronto, and I have to admit, like, just from following the little stuff I've followed of him, I mean, it's very clear. He's Mr. 416. Drake has done for Toronto what Shania did for Timmins.
There's a lot of great compliments to the Canadian people by the way I think Shania Twain has lived her life. Many of the people that I met in Timmins are of that same background. They are good, wholesome people that more of the world would have a better understanding of what life is all about if they could just travel to Timmins.
Yeah, if I didn't have become a fan of Canadian music, I would never have gone to Canada, and I wouldn't be wanting to go back to see more of the country. I would probably just have gone to the US.